Greetings, Arkansas, Louisiana Conference family. It is a pleasure to have you here with us with our small podcast that we do from time to time. And so we're grateful that you're joining us today. Today, I have the privilege of being here with Sister Mia Downs, and she heads up the Trust Services Department. And so we're so happy that you're with us as we share with our constituents what you do in your department and how we can better service them. So thank you for being with us here today.
My pleasure.
Excellent. So we're just going to start right into it. We have a few questions that we want to ask you. And so, Sister Mia, tell us a little bit, what types of financial and estate giving services does Trust Services Department do or offer for our members of Arkansas Louisiana Conference?
Okay, well, I have a brochure that will explain it. We subsidize estate planning documents up to $750 towards any trust, will, estate documents, including powers of attorney and advance directives will subsidize $750 towards anything if there's a conference entity named in the document.
Excellent, excellent. So we help with that, and do you have like specific lawyers that we send them to, or
we in Louisiana, we are a dual representation state. Our attorney will not have anything to do with setting up documents for us. Our constituents would have to find their own attorney and then submit a request for reimbursement to our office.
Okay.
And in Arkansas, we're heading the same direction. We use J. Williams Law Firm in Gentry, Arkansas, but Joel Kurtz is our attorney there, and they also are requesting that they meet with the clients before they will write up the documents. They want to ensure that there is no risk of coercion from our part of the...
Excellent.
And we also help with people getting CGAs, charitable gift annuities through the union, where it's a tax-deductible gift that they can give towards whatever their desires are for a charitable gift, and they will get a amount back annually or monthly or periodically. I think it's every 3 months they actually do their distributions from the interest on the gift.
Yes.
For life, and that can be for up to 2 people, a husband and wife, or they can designate it to be one of their children for a certain time period. But then when the time ends, the whatever amount remains goes to their designated charity.
Okay, excellent. And Mia, tell us a little bit then, like how can a church member ensure that their estate plan aligns with their faith-based values, obviously from an Adventist perspective?
Well, when they make their estate plan, we do not tell them we don't tell them how much they need to donate. We don't tell them where it needs to go. We have suggested, the academy or camp or one of their churches, or something that's close to their heart is what they need to be making the decision themselves. They need to be praying about it and asking God to lead them in the direction of what they want to give. And they're the ones that are making the decision as to where these funds will go.
Well, and I really, truly love that aspect, because really it's not that we're so involved with their decision making, it's simply giving them the tools that
Correct.
They need, so that if they want to give a gift or they need to work on their estate planning, we're just simply giving them the tools, and then they pray about it and they wrestle with God as to how they want to disperse that. And so that's what I really appreciate about this. So that's really a good opportunity for our members when it comes to those things. Mia, what are some common misconceptions?
I think the biggest misconception is people will say, well, the conference just wants our money. They don't care about us, they just want our money. And that's not how we work. We're trying to help set up things for them, for their future, for their estate, for their family. We want them to be able to provide for their family in the future, and also be able to assist with ministries that are close to their heart. So it's not about us wanting their money, it's about us wanting to assist them in planning their estate for the future.
Correct.
Another misconception is that if you make a will, you're going to die, or if you're not going to die just because you have plans in place. And another misconception is that wills are for old people. Young people need wills just as badly as older people. They probably have children that they need to name someone to take care of them. If they don't designate someone to care for their children, a guardian will be chosen by the state, and they may not have the same faith or values that their parents would like them to be raised with. And it's better to have something in place if the unthinkable occurs than to wait and bad things can happen.
No, and I appreciate you sharing those those misconceptions, because I see that a lot as well. Sometimes I have the opportunity to travel from one church to the next, and you see or you hear some of those situations where families are left in difficult situations because there was no planning that went into their estate or anything like that. And so I really appreciate that, because I think we need to make sure that we are constantly have these guards in place, if you will, because we don't know what can happen. So I appreciate you sharing that as well with our constituents. So Mia, also I have the other question that I have is, how does the Trust Services Department support transparency and proper management of church services assets and charitable giving? How do we try to communicate that transparency?
Well, our department, we operate under a standard, 28 standards that are very strict, and we have to follow every one of these strictly. And we are audited. Currently, it's every 3 years, but depending on if they find that you're not doing things according to standards, that could be kicked down to even as low as 1 year every year. And so we have to make sure that we're doing according to what our policies say. And they send the results from our audit all the way up to the NAD for them to oversee. They're not here seeing names or anything like that. They're just making sure that we are actually following the policies that we have in place, as far as making sure that monies that are taken in are distributed correctly, and that they're not put someplace that they are not supposed to.
And so that audit comes, and so for transparency's sake, if I'm not mistaken, that report will go to the constituents as session.
Yes,
correct?
yes. Yes, they will receive that, and they have to, I guess, vote on things too.
Correct. So that's their opportunity to see what is happening, how those finances there are being taken care of.
Correct.
Right. Well, that's good. I think that's something good for our constituents to know, because sometimes those questions do come up, and that's one thing that we want to ensure, is that we're very transparent with those things, because ultimately the constituents are the ones that have the say in how this how things are done. So we appreciate that. So again, folks, we've come to the end here of our podcast segment, but just want to again encourage you that if you have a need for this type of service, that you would feel free to contact Sister Mia in her department, and she'll be happy to assist you with any plannings that you may have as related to estate or trusts. So again, we want to encourage you to continue to live for Jesus Christ, and we're so happy to serve you And so we hope that God will continue to richly bless you as you go about your daily life. May God bless you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.